And we've just introduced a lower fat variant of the product, and the sales have fallen off a cliff. And it's weird because we researched the product and people liked the taste. They couldn't tell the difference in blind taste testing. Obviously, everybody in research tells us they want a lower fat biscuit, okay? And yet, having launched this thing and expected an increase in sales, we've got the absolute opposite. And that was one of those interesting cases which you occasionally get in detective work, where you can kind of solve the crime over the telephone.
You said you were waiting for the phone to ring, and how you kind of immediately thought, hold on, all of those things I learned reading for that week, we can adopt that here and see what happens.
Well, what it was the classic thing, which is I call, effectively marketing, I think, is the science of knowing what economists are wrong about.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, it's, and the classic thing would be, to a logically minded person, research tells people they want a lower fat snacking alternative. Okay. Logic tells people that since they can't tell the difference between these two biscuits in blind tastes, they will be completely unaffected in their enjoyment of the biscuit when the words low fat. Okay. And in that case, we just said, very simple question, did you put now with lower fat on the packaging? And they said, well, of course we did. We spent a lot of money perfecting this lower fat formulation. Why on earth would we not boast about it on the packaging? We said, that's your problem. I mean, there's a very interesting implication there, by the way, which is sometimes if you want to, if you want the population to eat healthier, maybe the way to do it is by stealth. So you reduce the fat content of things and just don't tell them.